Sports fans, for your Sports Connection, CATV Channel 10, I'm Alan B. here at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field, Oneida High School, where tonight it's junior high football action. As we await the arrival of the junior high Oneida Indians onto the field, the fans have lined up and formed the tunnel. We're waiting their arrival. Let's go over the members of the team for Oneida right now. Number 10, Kevin Wendell. Number 12, Joe Jeffers. 14, Brian Orick. Number 15, Josh Thompson. Number 18, Daniel Sexton. Tim Rosenbaum. Number 20, Byron Burst. Number 21, Nathan Huff. Number 22. Number 26, Michael Martin. Number 27, Trey Shoemaker. Number 28, Brandon Coffey. Number 29 is Kent Strunk. Number 30, Dustin Smith. Number 32, Shane Brown. 35, Philip Meredith. Number 36, Daniel King. 38, Donnie Rosman. 40 is Cully Phillips. 43, Dustin Lay. David Buttram for the Indians, number 44. Number 45, Jason Sexton. Number 46, Chris Norris. Number 46, Billy Butler. 47, Jason Pike. Chris Jackson, number 48. Jason Cecil, number 49. Number 50 is Eddie Sharp. Number 51, Matt Owens. Sean Harris, number 53. Continuing on down the roster, we have Craig Sexton, Ryan Lewis, Sean Rose, Chris Claiborne, Jeremy Brooks, Shane Trammell, Michael Baker, Chris Stevens, Justin Wright, Heath Sexton, Jack Jeffers, Jeff Bird, Justin Clark, Lance Birchfield, Jim Sexton, Derek Ellis, Charlie Litton, Justin Fry,
whatever you want.
Paul Blake Free, Michael Lawson, Robbie Muse.
Coach.
Number 80 is Dave Besby, Vince Sexton,
Coach Hall,
Pete Shoemaker.
Coach Hall.
Other Indian Warriors are Lance Boyd, Alan Carson, Nathan Markham, Scott Smith, and Daniel King.
What?
Oneida Junior High coached by Bill Hall, assistant coach Larry Turner, coaching assistants Tony Lambert. Tonight, Oneida takes on Livingston. The Wildcats travel to Indian territory for this junior high competition. Let's take a look at the roster for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
Number 10
Okay,
is Jay
I'll be
Mosley.
here.
Number 11, Tom Wendell.
I'll be here.
Kenny Smith, number 12 for the Wildcats. Griff Qualls, number 22. Jason Lancaster. Donnie Wright.
Coach,
Brent Burnett.
there's a good Indians down at their big.
Anderson. Mark Carr. Cam Roberts. Chris Morrison, number 42. Buddy Maxwell. Brandon Savage, number 44. Michael Skinner, number 45 for the Wildcats.
I've got it. Hey, Coach.
David Klaus. Matt
I believe they wear white and blue, makes them look big.
Other Wildcats include Jason Carwell, Blake Elmanrods, Chuck Davis, Joey Reagan, Jamie Ledford, Brian Hill, Clinton Argus, Jeff Stockton, Brian Franklin, Darren York, Brandon Burks, Kevin Coffey, Josh Derrick, number 81, Enoch Carman, Jimmy Lewis, Michael Spears, Casey Looper. The Wildcats are coached by David Peterman, Nikki Franklin, Bobby Gore, and Danny McCoy. As the captains go to the center of the field for the coin toss. Captains for the Wildcats tonight is number 10, Jay Mosley, and number 32, Jason Lancaster. For the Indians out there, we have number 47, Jason Pike. Number 84, Lance Boyd. Number 15, Josh Thompson. And number 40, Cully Phillips. Oneida will defend, as you look at it on your screen, the left side. Wildcats on the right. Wildcats select to receive. Wildcats, Oneida will kick off. We understand that Livingston Wildcats are a tough team This should be some exciting competition as the Indians take on the Wildcats. We'll return right after this.
Okay, we're ready. Let's get it
Back to junior high football action. Right now getting underway. We got the Indians taking on the Livingston Wildcats here at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. I'm Alan B. for your Sports Connection, Channel 10. And inviting you to sit back, relax, and enjoy some junior high football action. Back deep with the Wildcats is Kevin Wendell as the Indians get set to kick it off. There's the kick. It's a low ground ball down about the 37-yard line as the Wildcats jump on it. Lewis in on the recovery for the Wildcats as the Wildcats take it over. 1st and 10. With the first possession of this ball game, ball spotted on about the 36-yard line. As the Wildcats come to the line. Tom Wendell, quarterback for the Wildcats, checks the line. Calls for the snap. Pitch out. Back to the back to Lancaster as he cuts up the right side. Second down and 9 for the Wildcats as they come to the line. Flags on that play as the Wildcats find some running room up to the 45, the 47.
Backfield motion.
Anderson on the carry for the Wildcats.
The tackle got blocked.
We'll see what the penalty was as the flag was on the play. Illegal procedures called against Livingston. They'll be penalized at 5 yards. 6:53 to go in this first quarter of play here from Oneida. So it'll be second down and 14 for the Wildcats when they come to the line. They spot the ball on the 31. As Wendell brings him to the line. Wildcats in I formation. Pitch out again as the Wildcats try to cut up the middle, but he's caught, tangled up, and comes down just over the line of scrimmage. Anderson could find no running room. Brought down by King. Be third down and 14 for the Wildcats as they find a little difficulty here to move the ball. Against the defensive line of Oneida. Wendell going back, looking for the air this time. Receivers way downfield. Intended for Kenny Smith, but he couldn't catch up with the ball. So it's incomplete. Puts the Wildcats in a 4th down situation as they have to punt it away on about the 32-yard line. I believe that's Jason Pike back deep for Oneida as the Wildcats punt it up. Good punt, takes a rolling as Pike picks it up on about the 42, up to the 45. Evades one tackler around and up to the 40, and finally brought down by the Wildcats.
Come on, Orange.
So it'd be 1st and 10 for Oneida as they spotted on the 41 with 5:41 to go in the first quarter. This is Oneida's first possession of the ball tonight. Let's see what they can do. against the Wildcats. Jason Pike, the quarterback. Hands off to King as he cuts up the middle. Picks up maybe a yard. We'll give him 2 on that one. We'll call it 2nd down and 8 as the Indians come back to the line. Hands off to King again. This time picks up some good running room. Game may be 5 on that play. We'll call it 3rd down and 3 for the Indians. 4:34 to go in the first quarter. Hand off to Phillips as he finds a hole and takes advantage of it. Gets some good running room. Well enough for the, let's see where they're going to spot it. I think, yeah, it looks to me like it's good enough for a 1st down. Indians 1st and 10 on about the 30 as they pick up enough. As Phillips picks up enough for the 1st down. 4:06 to go in the first quarter. Hand off to Meredith.
He's gone.
Up the left side, looks like the Indians could be all the way. Run out of bounds. Just short of the end zone out there. Mosley in on the tackle for the Wildcats. Cut the Indians short of 6 points down there in the corner. As they almost slipped that one by. 3:53 to go in the first quarter. 1st and go for the Indians as they come to the line. Pike brings the squad up.
What do you want?
Pike rolls out to the right side, decides to keep the ball. He runs into some trouble as he can't even make it back up to the line of scrimmage before the Wildcats are all over him. In there on that tackle will be Kenny Smith for the Wildcats, who read that one pretty well and was in there and gave Pike a rough way to go. We'll call a 2nd down from the 8. Quick snap this time, hand off to Meredith. Goes around the left side.
Bootleg pie. Bootleg pie.
35, Meredith carries.
Are you running?
Good crowd on hand here tonight for this junior high action here at Oneida. Nice night for football. A little chilly and crisp, but that's football weather. At least it's not raining. Indians back to the line with 2:48 to go here.
Go, baby, run it.
Around the right side and in there. The Indians get 6 on the scoreboard as Pike takes it across the line. As the Indians are first to get on the scoreboard tonight in this ball game. 2:43 to go in the first quarter. Let's watch as they go for the extra point. Quick handoff and up the middle, in there, good enough for 2. As the Indians pick it up enough for 8 points right here, right off the bat in the first quarter. They lead it over Livingston 8-0. We'll be back in 1 minute. He kicks off for Oneida. A beautiful kick way down to about the 8-yard line as Mosley picks it up for the Wildcats up to about the 20. Brought down by the Orange. So the Wildcats are looking at 1st and 10 from about the 20. 2:30 to go in the first quarter as Oneida leads it 8-0.
Hit it, yeah.
Wendell with a quick handoff to Anderson. Cuts it up just barely across the line of scrimmage as King brought him down for the Indians. We'll call it no gain as they just got to the line of scrimmage there and was down. Wendell checks the line, looks at the receivers.
Get him, get him.
Hands off again to Anderson around the left side, finds a little running room. Gets up to about the 30-yard line before he's finally brought down by the Indians. Daniel King in on the tackle for Oneida. Wildcats pick up enough for the first down, so it's 1st and 10 on the 30. As they come to the line on this side of the field. Tom Wendell calling the shots for Livingston.
Yeah.
Caught in the backfield. As Oneida read that play pretty good. They caught him in the backfield and bring him down for a loss. Birchfield in on the tackle for Oneida. 50 seconds on the clock. Be 2nd down and 12 as they come to the line. Wendell going back to pass. As the pass was intended for Kenny Smith over to the right side over there. A little bit high, so he overthrows his intended receiver. I believe if Kenny would have caught that, he could have had picked up a little yardage there. But it didn't work out that way as the Wildcats find themselves in 3rd down situation, 3rd and 12.
Back up.
Wendell again, this time to the left side, completes one, in and out of Kevin Wendell. They call it incomplete. It was intended for Mosley. Now they find themselves in 4th down situation. 4th and 12. They'll probably have to punt this one away as Oneida steps off deep. Pike deep for Oneida. The punt gets up and away. It's a nice one. Lands down on about the 45, rolls back to the 40. And they'll spot it down on the 40. With 17 seconds to go in the first quarter, Oneida leads it 8-0.
Daniel. Yeah.
Hand off to King up the middle with a good hole and some good running room as he picks up some good yardage right at the sound of the buzzer. That's the end of the first quarter. Oneida leads it 8-0. We'll be back with more action in 1 minute. From Dr. M.E. Thompson Field as Oneida Indians take on Livingston. They lead it right now 8-0.
Go, Daniel.
But with this run, it looks like they may be 6 more on there. Beautiful run by King, but a flag was on the play. Unfortunately for the Indians, as King had a good run going for him there. Finally brought him down on about the 34-yard line, but not before the flag hit the field. As they bring it back. Tough break for the Indians as they step it off way back. believe clipping called against the Indians. They spotted on about the 45-yard line. Be second down and 5. A tough break for the Indians. Oneida sends receivers wide to the left. Pike in the backfield. Hands off to King, I believe, around the left side. No, it's Meredith. Meredith around the left side picks up some excellent yardage. That's a good run. They spotted on about the 34. Be first and 10 for Oneida. Receivers wide to the right. Pike, quick handoff to King up the middle. Not much on that carry.
Coach. Coach, when are you going to run quarterback 6?
Do hope you're enjoying junior high football action right here on your local cable channel, CATV Channel 10, your complete sports connection. We enjoy bringing you all the games, all the action. Pike on the keeper, around the right side, cuts it up. Brought by, met by a host of Wildcats. They spotted on about the 29. Be third down.
We had the hole there. Had a hole.
Could be against Oneida again. Yes, it is. It's against Oneida holding. Another tough break for the Indians. They spotted on the 40. Third down and 16. As Oneida finds themselves in a little trouble here. Jason looked like he tried to cut up the middle, had nowhere to go, drops back, and then decides to run.
That one in place.
Behind the line this time. Savage in on the tackle for the Wildcats. Be fourth down as Oneida's faced with a tough situation here. About the 42-yard line. Pike will punt it away for Oneida, as deep for the Wildcats is Andy Anderson. They let it roll as the Wildcats take over. First and 10 on the 18. 5:10 to go in the first half of this ball game. Oneida leads it right now, 8-0.
That split 6 he was in pretty good.
Wendell hands off to Anderson, cuts right straight up the middle. Ball on about the 25. Second down and 3 for Livingston. Wendell on the keeper to the left side. Can't cut it up in time before he's brought down.
Lambert. Tell out Lambert. They run by the ball carrier. You had him in the backfield.
They say it's good enough for first down, so
your right linebacker's going to have to get out a little more. He's too much in the...
They spotted on about the 28-yard line. 3:58 to go in the first half. Window checks the line. Drops back, hands off.
Yay.
To
Lambert.
Audie Anderson.
You tell him to stay with that defense. Tell him they can't block that defense.
Second down and 10 for Livingston. That's time running out. Window back to pass. Trying to make it over there to Jay Mosley, but it's incomplete. They'll bring it back.
What?
Wildcats back to the line. Receivers wide to the right and to the left. Window back to pass. Drops back a long pass. Intended for Mosley once again up the left side as Window just dropped back 2 steps and fired it off, but couldn't connect with Mosley downfield, so they bring it back and find themselves in 4th down situation with 2:58 to go in the first half. Jason Pike deep for Oneida in anticipation of the punt. Pike back on about the 44-yard line. Kenny Smith will punt it away. As Oneida lets the ball roll in on about the 41, they'll take over 1st and 10. As they lead this ball game 8-0. Here with 2:48 to go in the first half.
Let's sweep this. Hey.
Here comes Oneida to the line. Quick pitch back to King from Meredith. Good run, excellent run by the Indians.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach.
And pick up some
Tell him to
good
go off tackle.
running room there. On up to about the 34-yard line. First and 10 for Oneida. As they try to shoot up the middle, but run into the roadblock of the Livingston Wildcats.
I was going to tell him to sweep it to the right, but he done call.
Anderson in on the tackle for the Wildcats. 2:03 time running out in this first half. Oneida leads it 8-0. Second down and 10. Holland Carson wide to the right for Oneida. On the reverse here to Meredith. Round to the left side.
Now sweep we go. Tell him to sweep.
Yardage on that one. Good enough for a first down. I told you that was a good run. Oneida leads it 8-0. They've called for a timeout. We'll do the same and be back with more in 1 minute. Junior high football action as Oneida leads it right now over Livingston 8-0 as Meredith in on another good run right here. Meredith, an excellent runner for Oneida as he picks up some excellent yardage. 2 in a row for him. 2 excellent runs. They put it on about the 8-yard line. First and goal to go. As Jason on the keeper in trouble in the backfield. As Livingston is on top of him in the backfield. A tough break for Oneida as Livingston saw that one coming. Flag on the play, though. As Mosley was in there for the Wildcats.
Hey, Coach.
Big loss on that play.
Bootleg tie. A bootleg tie. A what? Okay.
The officials are talking to Livingston. Penalty was against Oneida. They decline it, so we'll bring it back and try it again. Second down. Jason back to pass. Looking deep, way down here in the corner. Almost complete down here in the back corner to Josh Thompson, but slipped up down there and hit the ground.
They gonna run.
And they could not connect on that one. So Oneida in a third down situation. On about the 14 down there. 59 seconds to go here in the first half. As Oneida comes to the line. Back for the aerial attempt again. A short pass over the middle. It's complete.
Hey, Coach. Tell him run 21P. He'll know what I'm talking about.
Timeout called on the field. We'll do the same as Oneida takes the timeout. They lead it 8-0. We'll be back in 1 minute. And we're back at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field right now. Oneida leads it 8-0 with 46 seconds to go here in the first half. Find themselves in a fourth down situation with the ball spotted on, I believe, about the 14-yard line. The Indians may try a field goal attempt on this one. I don't know. We'll see what they go for as play resumes in this junior high game between Oneida and Livingston. Looks like they might try a field goal attempt. King will attempt it. It's up. No good. Just barely missed it, though. As Oneida's field goal attempt was not good. It falls short. Oneida leads it 8-0. We'll be back in 1 minute with more action. More action from Oneida as Livingston first and 10 down on the 20. Following Oneida's attempt at a field goal. Pass complete to Smith as Smith gets across the 30 up to about the 34 before he is finally brought down by Jeffers. Now Livingston has called for a timeout. They want to talk about it and try to reorganize and get their game plan of attack. Don't forget, following this game this afternoon on Channel 10, you can watch MWF Championship Wrestling. And then following that at 4 o'clock, thereabouts, it will be high school football action for you right here on your Sports Connection, Channel 10. In high school football action, we'll be watching the Oneida Donaldson Christian game and the Scott High and Oliver Springs game. Those games coming up right here on CATV Channel 10. First and 10 for Livingston as they bring it to the line with only 34 seconds time running out in this first half. As they trail in this ball game 8-0. Window going back to pass. Pass intended for Anderson, but couldn't connect on it. As the Wildcats will bring it back, regroup, and try again. Here come the Wildcats to the line. Second down and 10. As Wendell checks it out. Going back, going for the air again. This time, the pass is incomplete. Was intended for Mosley. Almost intercepted by Oneida as they were right there on it.
Fourth down, isn't it? Third down. Okay. Get back, get intercepted.
Here come the Wildcats to the line once again.
Both of them too close. Close.
Wendell, this time caught in the backfield before he could fire it loose. The Indians right there on top of it. As Brooks read that one, he was in there like a speeding bullet and caught the Wildcats in the backfield. They've called for a timeout. We'll do the same. We'll be back in 1 minute. Back with more action. As Livingston trails this ball game 8-0. As Livingston back to punt, they get it away. A high flying ball taken down on the 50-yard line by Jason Pike. As he cuts it up to the left side over here to the 40. He's down to the 20. 15, a 10, a 5. Give them 6 as the Indians take it home for 6 more. Jason Pike for the Indians. Nothing but daylight as he travels down the field and picks up 6 more. As it looks like nothing can stop this Indian team. Right at the sound of the buzzer, they carry it into the end zone for 6. 14-0 as the Indians will go for the extra points right now. Jason on the keeper, rounds to the right side, cuts it up. Yes, in time to make it. As Oneida pulls it way ahead right now, 16-0. That's the end of the first half. We'll be back with more action in 1 minute. Lumber King is your do-it center, carrying a complete line of building supplies from lumber and nails to plumbing and electrical. Lumber King also has in stock new appliances such as GE washers and dryers, ranges, and refrigerators. You'll also find that new TV you've been looking for, so you won't miss any of the high school action, all at a price and with a financing plan to fit your budget. For all of your building needs, expert advice, easy financing plan, and friendly customer service, visit Lumber King, Highway 27 in Oneida, and Lumber King in Whitley City, Kentucky. Second half of tonight's game, Oneida takes on Livingston. Junior high football action coming to you from Oneida.
What?
For CATV Channel 10, I'm Alan B. as Oneida leads it going into the second half, 16-0. Oneida set to receive. Back deep for Oneida is Jason Pike, as the Wildcats get ready to punt it away.
All right, good one. I'll be.
A good kick by Smith as they pick it up down on about the 10, up to the 20. Pike to the 15, the 30, 35, the 40. He's wide open territory. Down to the 30, the 20. Wildcats on his tail, but can't catch him. As another beautiful run by Pike all the way down the field as they put the Indians on the scoreboard once again.
Number 47, Jason Pike returns the kickoff.
Jason Pike on the kickoff return. Tremendous run by Pike as he gains the Indians 6 more, starting off the second half of this ball game.
What are you running, Coach? What's he running? What?
Oneida will attempt the extra points right now. They lead it 22-0. As they come to the line. Don't believe they quite made it as a Pike tried a quick handoff from up the middle, but the Indians couldn't pick up 2 extra points. They lead it right now 22-0. Starting off the second half. We'll be back with more in 1 minute. Lumber as the Wildcats pick it up down on about the 20. Kevin Wendell up to about the 15, finally brought down by the orange jerseys. Now looking at the wrong sheet, that was Mosley on the carry. As he comes up to about the 5th, about the 25. 1st and 10 for Livingston. As the Wildcats bring it to the line. Wendell on the keeper.
Guard didn't get on gap. Tell Lambert.
Gets up straight up the middle, picks up 1, maybe 2 yards. We'll call it second and 8. .6:51 to go in the third quarter. Wildcats trailing this ball game 22-0. As they've got to play some catch up, and they do that right now by sending Brandon Savage up the middle. He makes it up to about the 34-yard line. Good run by Savage as he picks up about 6 yards, 6-7 yards on that carry. We'll call it 3rd down and 1 now as they come to the line. Livingston receivers wide to the right and to the left. Wendell with a quick handoff in the backfield to Anderson.
We got to get some penetration, tell him. Penetration.
Let me remind you that unauthorized duplication of this program is strictly prohibited by federal laws. This program or any of its contents may not be copied without prior written permission of CATV Channel 10. Livingston to the line, a 1st and 10 as they hand off to Anderson around the left side this time.
33, Officer Gary.
They spotted on about the 40-yard line. Pick up maybe 3 on that play. So we'll call it 2nd down and 7. As as Livingston picks up the momentum just a little bit here in the second half of this ball game. Nowhere to go but down, as Oneida right there on top of it. As Savage tried to cut it up the middle, but met by the wall of the Oneida Indians. Livingston may have lost one on that play. We'll call it third down, and we'll call it third down at 8 on about the 38-yard line. Window back to pass. Connects right up the middle. Short pass up the middle to Anderson. Complete on about the 40-yard line. Not good enough for the first down as King brings him down for the Indians. About 4 short of the first down.
You got to get something going this time. Penetrate.
Well, a little closer than I thought. We'll call it 2 short of the first down. 4 down and 2. It looks like the Wildcats are going to go for it. Caught in the backfield is Anderson, as he couldn't find the running room or a hole, nowhere to go. So they turn it over to the Indians with 3:35 to go in the third quarter on about the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for Oneida as they lead it 22-0. And we were wondering earlier if Oneida would be able to contain the offense of the Wildcats from the rumors that we heard floating around the stadium here earlier before kickoff that Livingston was a tough team. Flags on the play. Oneida penalized once again. They've been plagued with penalties here tonight. This time is for delay of game. They'll lose 5. As they move it back to about the 48-yard line. 1st and 15 for Oneida as they come to the line. Jason Pike still in as quarterback for Oneida. Pick up maybe 1 on the play there. We'll call it 2nd down and 14 as Oneida comes to the line. Meredith on the carry for Oneida as he comes up across the line of scrimmage. Good run by Meredith. As Massengill in on the tackle for Livingston. Bring him down on about the 43-yard line to 3rd down and 11. 1:53 on the clock. It is running here in the third quarter. Pike on the keeper to the right side. Tries to cut it up, and Mosley in on top of him as he couldn't cut it up. So Oneida will be faced with a 4th down situation here. A tough 4th down. 4th and 8. Looks like they will punt it away. As back deep for the Wildcats is Cardwell. Ball goes down about the 20. Oneida downs it on about the 21, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Livingston as they regain possession and control the ball here in the third quarter. 1:07 to go.
Hey, tell Lambert on that split backfield, watch it, man out of the backfield. Tell the linebacker to watch that man out of the backfield.
Good hit, good block by Oneida as Oneida catches them in the backfield for a big loss.
33, Alderson goes for a loss on the play.
Anderson on the carry for Livingston as he was sacked in the backfield for a big loss, about 6 yards. 6 or 8 he lost on that play. We'll call it 8. 2nd down and 18 for Livingston as they come to the line. Going back to the pass, looking for the air. Hits complete to Mosley. As Mosley cuts it up the middle, he's wide open. Here he is down to the 30, the 20. Can he catch him? Yes, they catch him down on about the 10 as Mosley looked like he was almost home free. But Oneida sneaks up behind him and jumps him down on about the 10. Meredith barely able to catch up with him and bring him down on about the 10-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter. Oneida 22, Livingston 0. We'll be back with more action. Don't go away. 9 to go for Livingston on about the 9-yard line. Flags on that play. Whistle sound. Oneida penalized once again. This time for offsides, dead ball foul. 1st and 5 for the Wildcats. A quick handoff and up the middle as they cross the line. Yes, the Wildcats pick up 6 as they head straight up the middle through the Indians by Anderson as they pick up 6 in this ball game here in the fourth quarter of play. Here comes Livingston to the line. See if they can pick up a couple of more here. Nope, looks like the Indians hold them out as they can't pick up the extra points. Livingston trails it 6-22. We'll be back with more right after this. And here we are with more action as Livingston has an onside kick here. A short one down about the 48-yard line as Oneida falls on it. Jeff Bird falls on it for Oneida down on about the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for Oneida as they come to the line, as they lead it 22-6 in the fourth quarter of this ball game. As Oneida brings them to the line. Here we go. Around the left side. Up to about the 45 as Meredith in on the carry for Oneida. Maxwell in on the tackle for Livingston.
Back to this side.
As Meredith gets a good run and picks up about 9 yards on a carry. We call it 2nd and 1. Ball on about the 41-yard line. Oneida squirming their way up the middle here. Pickups enough for the first down.
Hey, Coach.
Phillips on the carry. for Oneida. Get it up for first, as we said. It's first and 10
again now.
as they spot it down on about the 30.
Inside reverse, the one in.
6:52 to go in this ball game. 22-6. Oneida over Livingston. Oneida inches their way down towards the end zone once again here, little by little. Pick up about 3 that time. Second down and 7.
If you agree. I agree. Yes, sir. You agree with me?
Hand off to King. King down to about the 15, the 10, the 5. Made it, yes. Brought down, but not before he crosses the end zone down there to pick up 6. Brought down by
Number 36, Daniel King, was 33 yards completion.
I thought it was number 52, but I don't have a number for 52. King on a good run for Oneida as they pick up 6 more. This time they'll go for the extra point. Snap a little bit high as they had to pick it up and run it around to the left side as they take it in for 2. What looked like might have been a disaster turned out to be not so bad after all, as Josh picked it up and took it in for an extra point. Oneida leads it right now 30-6 with 6:08 to go in this ball game. We'll be back with more exciting junior high action right after this. Livingston is Mosley. He's down on about the 15, picks it up to the 20, the 25, evades one tackler, round to the left side as he breaks free. Some good running room. Still on his feet at the 50, finally comes down on about the 53. What a run by the Wildcats as Mosley on the kickoff return evades several tacklers before he's finally brought down by Sean Rose on the 48. A beautiful run by the Wildcats. First and 10 as they come to the line with the clock running at 5:50 to go in this ball game. They trail it 30-6. Tom Wendell, quarterbacks for Livingston, drops back to pass. Looking down the field to Eric Carmack. Incomplete as they couldn't quite connect on that one. They bring it back. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats as they try to pick up the momentum here late in the ball game. This is football. Anything can happen. We've seen it before. I'm sure you have too. This game is not over yet until the final buzzer. 5:36. Wildcats to the line on the 47. Wendell back to pass again. This time it's complete. Downfield to Kenny Smith on the right side. Down to about the 40. As Josh Thompson brings him down for the Indians on about the 40-yard line. 5:13 to go. 3rd down and 1. A tough one to be picked up here by Livingston. Wendell caught in the backfield, was going back to pass. Caught deep in trouble as he's pushed back all the way to the 50-yard line by the Indians as they put the heat on.
Don't tell Everett now.
A tough break for Wendell and the Wildcats as they've thrown for a big loss on that play all the way back to the 50-yard line. Faced with a tough 4th down situation again. 4th down and 8. Oneida leads this ball game 30-6, 4:18 to go in this ball game.
Hey, Lambert.
Time by Livingston. We'll be back with more in 1 minute.
63 seconds.
Gets a little riled up here. They lead this ball game 30-6 on the reverse. Livingston going for a pass way downfield. Almost complete to Mosley down there. It went in, out, and back down in his hands. Broken up by Meredith, though, as Meredith put his hand out, hit the ball. It went in and out of Mosley. Tough break for the Wildcats. They could not pick up enough for the first down, so they turn it over to Oneida. As Oneida takes over on the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, 4:06 to go in this ball game. Oneida leads it 32-6. Real nice crowd on hand here tonight. As we said earlier, you're watching this game on Saturday afternoon here on Channel 10. Stay tuned for MWF Championship Wrestling coming on at 3 o'clock. And then following that at 4 o'clock, it's high school football action as Oneida takes on Donaldson Christian, and Scott High plays Oliver Springs up here in Scott County this week. So great sports action right here on your Sports Connection, CATV Channel 10.
Number 44, David Buttram carry for Oneida.
Buttram on the carry for Oneida. Picks up maybe 2 yards on that carry. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Rosenbaum in on the carry for Oneida as they pick up a couple of 3 yards there. We call it 3rd down and 4. Right now they spot it down about the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. Flags on the play. Illegal procedures called against Oneida. Another tough break for Oneida as they will be penalized 5 yards. As they have had several here tonight in this ball game. They move it back to about the 47-yard line. 3rd and 9 for Oneida. They lead it right now 30-6 in the 4th quarter. Nowhere to go as they can't find any running room. They're caught in the backfield.
44, David Buttram carry.
David Buttram on the carry for Oneida as they can't pick up any running room. 4th down situation here. As Oneida now interchanging squads for the punting crew. It's a good punt downfield to about the 30, and nobody's there for Livingston. As Oneida just lets it roll dead on about the 21-yard line. No one there for the Wildcats. As they gain control of the ball, 1st and 10 with 2:15 to go here in this ball game. Let me remind you that unauthorized duplication of this program is strictly prohibited by federal laws. This program or any of its contents may not be copied or duplicated without prior written permission of CATV Channel 10.
Coach.
Has called for a timeout. We'll do the same and be back in 1 minute. 2:07 on the clock. They trail it 32-6. Wendell going back to pass. He connects to his receiver, Kenny Smith, on the right side, as Kenny almost evaded a couple of tacklers over there on about the 30-yard line. If he'd have done that, he would have been wide open. But he was tripped up. Tripped up over there by Lance Boyd. First and 10 from the 33-yard line. Livingston back to pass again. This time it was intended for Mosley, almost complete down on about the 45-yard line, but in and out of his hands, couldn't hang on to it. Alan Carson was there right on top of him. We'll call it second and 10 as time is running out in this ball game. 1:43 on the clock. Livingston not spending much time in the huddle right now as they quickly come to the line. Wendell checks the line. Going back. Looking for Mosley again over top of his head as Mosley had to jump up. Couldn't put a handle on it or bring it down. It's incomplete. Third down and 10. As the Wildcats are trying to pick up some quick yardage by going to the air here late in the ball game, but having a difficult time to do so. 1:35 to go in this game. Wendell again looking to the right side this time. A long bomb way downfield. Incomplete. Intended for Smith. Way down to about the 40-yard line. Wendell got a good arm on him as he's shotgunned it out of there. About 28, 29 yards there. But couldn't find the receiver.
Come on now, Ken. You want to get it?
Receivers wide to the left and to the right as they come to the line. 1:33 to go in the game. Wendell back again. This time to the left side, and he connects to Mosley, who's way ahead all alone down here on the 10, the 5. He's in there, home free. As Livingston connects with one, and he's wide open down here, and they pick up 6 more. Late in the ball game with 1:22 to go on the clock up here. They pick up 6 more. A good play by the Wildcats. As the Wildcats go for the conversion here, let's see what they do. Flags on the play. Looks like Oneida may have jumped off sides here. Yes, Oneida off sides. They will be penalized half the distance of the goal. As Livingston goes back to the huddle to rethink it, to talk it over. Here they come. Wendell drops back, hands off, and in there. As Livingston picks up 2 more. Oneida leads it right now, 30-14. We'll be back with the last 1 minute and 22 seconds in 1 minute. Running away for Livingston as Oneida gets set down on about the 25-yard line to receive.
There they go. They wore out. They'll have to make it down here.
Here they come.
That's our ball right there.
Looked like he missed the ball and just barely side kicked it. Gets up from the 40 to about the 43-yard line. So Oneida takes over. First and 10. 1:22 to go in the ball game. Oneida leads it right now, 30-14. Clock is running. Livingston not giving up. They're playing tough here in the game. Fumble on the play as Livingston recovers it. They'll take back over as Anderson recovers the fumble down on about the 36-yard line. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Here they come. Wendell going back, looking for the airs. The Indians put the pressure on. He cuts it loose. Down here for Mosley. He caught it down on about the 40. As the heat and the pressure was on Wendell in the backfield, he cuts it loose, but barely in time before he's brought down here to Mosley, down to about the 35-yard line. He brought down by Meredith. 40 seconds on the clock as Livingston picks up a first down here in this ball game. 1st and 10 on about the 35-yard line. This has been a real exciting ball game here tonight from Oneida. We do like to invite you to come on out sometime and catch junior high football, high school football, basketball, or your favorite sport. And of course, if you can't, tune in to CATV Channel 10, your complete sports connection for Scott County, as we bring you sports action. 40 seconds on the clock. It will be a tough 40 seconds for the Wildcats. 1st and 10. On the 35. Wendell back again, cuts it loose. Intercepted by Oneida as he's up to the 40, the 45, the 50. Now across the other side, finally brought down on about the 44-yard line. As it looked like he was almost gone and headed for the end zone. That was Josh Thompson. A good run for him as he brought it back up to about the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for Oneida as they come to the line. Clock is running, less than 20 seconds on the clock. Right now it's at 15. Oneida maybe have time for one more play. They're taking their time in the huddle. We're at 5-4. Flags on the play as the whistle sounds. Delay of game will be called against Oneida. They call it. That's it. It's over. Oneida takes it away from the Wildcats, 30-14 here tonight from Oneida, Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. Junior high football action. Once again, the score, Oneida 30, Livingston 14. Unauthorized duplication of this program is strictly prohibited by federal laws. This program or any of its contents may not be copied without prior written permission of CATV Channel 10. For your sports connection, I'm Alan B. along with Little John, our cameraman tonight, saying thanks for watching. Good night.